your boy Cass, and I'm here inside the gameplay of the video because I wanted to talk to you guys personally. I wanted you to see my facial reaction to shit because let's be honest, man, I was wrong. So like I said that on the 3rd, it was very likely based on their update, you know, rhythm or routine. Wow, that's a new word. Routine. I just wanted to just be open with you guys, and I was wrong. I definitely made a mistake. The issues that I just wanted to talk about in this game is that it is getting a little bit drowning. Is that a lot of the issues that I think that they're going to fix or attempt to fix are probably not what's actually wrong with the game. I think that there is a lot of stuff that is wrong with the game that has absolutely nothing to do with the costumes. And I know that the costumes is a big thing that is a overwhelming issue that they're having, but honestly it's the content. And I know a lot of people have been saying that is that it's really starting to hit hard for me because I'm just starting to get up to the ability to fight, you know, some of these people to actually, like, now I'm actually doing arena. I'm like having some fun in arena now because arena is like actually kind of fun to sit here and actually like, hey, let's see how much damage I can do, and ouch, let's see what I can do, let's see if I can one-shot this character, let's stun Verdandi because she's stupid, you know, stuff like that. You know, I'm actually having some fun with the game way more than I did before, because now I'm just doing that. But when it comes down to when I'm not doing arena, ooh, child, it is some rough stuff. And I don't know if you guys do arena PvP or PvE. What do you guys feel about it? Because I'm starting to just feel like it's just not that the rest of the game is being abandoned, the server merger. I know people keep asking me, what do you think about the server merger? Like, I don't know about half the shit that people are complaining about as far as like if it's actually like does it mean anything, like what, you know, who's attacking? Wait, do you have damage immunity? Yeah, let's hit you. Yeah, get silenced. Oh wait, she didn't have it. Rip. But I'm trying to like everybody else. I'm just trying to get everything together and really trying to see what it is. But what sucks right now, in my personal opinion, that's a free kill. Except when I'm taunted and I don't remember. Oh, it still works. Yo, look at this weekend shit. This is hilarious. When you see how like stupid weekend is, it's so funny. Am I taunted? Sid, where are you? And you're taunted. Yeah, you're taunted. Oh, that's fine. I want to hit you. Look how much damage. 684. And then the dot. I can't wait to do the Elizabeth video. It's gonna be so fun because she's so stupid. But to really let you guys know, like, it's just that is just the biggest issue right now. And as far as like, where do we go from here? What are we supposed to do? What is the goal of this game right now? Because after you have to do the PvE to actually get to the PvP, the PvP is actually kind of fun. And I'll say that because I honestly believe it. I believe that the PvP is actually kind of fun when you can build up your units. But the art of building units right now is slightly torture. It's very torturous. It's very like, I don't want to keep doing this. I don't want to keep XYZ. This is just, you know, I don't want to keep doing this admin dungeon. They need to do better events. First and foremost, they need better events. They need stuff that makes you want to be like, yo, I want to do that right now. I would definitely want to do an event right now, but it's like you really don't. The events are actually very small because the events are based on the banners. A lot of their events based on the rip, you died, are based on the banner. And what I mean by that specifically is that you're gonna die from that. Is that like, oh, what are the events that they're doing for this week? Oh, they're doing if you summon the banner unit and you get skill ups, or if you level them up or stuff like that. That's not good. That's not exactly, you know, really anything that's really good or cool. Like I don't want to always have to summon to get some type of benefit. They should be doing stuff like what they kind of do, which is like, I'll show it in a little bit, but like, oh, the costume badge thing. Yes, I'm sorry guys, I know a lot of people don't want to hear it, but it is very clear and apparent that the costumes is a big thing that they want to show off, and it sucks to have a fucking all-win team versus Cynthia. It's actually what we like to call good old classic murder. But yes, they have to do events for costumes. It is actually technically nice. I will actually say that it's actually nice to know that the costumes are getting their own little event as far as the double rate up, but most people don't have costumes, and you know, it's not because you can't get them, because there's 3 that you don't want to get. Everyone knows that, and I'm taunted. There's 3 that you don't want to get, which is the paid ones. There's the other ones that you can get very easily. 500 crystals are easy to get, and easy as in it'll take you a little bit, but it's not like it's hard for you to have access to that. It's not like anything crazy. But what is and then of course the 7 mil for the one on sale. They haven't changed that one, so it's looking like it actually will be, or at least they haven't changed it for at least a month. For it to be a month is kind of stupid, I would have to say, and that's just really, really hard. Like, I'm gonna go into what is it, the achievements, right? So the event, these are the event stuff, you know, this is event. So the event stuff is based on what you get from the banner. So this is like kind of, hey motherfucker, summon, use your crystals, we'll give you some. If you luck out, you'll get some of your crystals back. And I didn't do the math on these to see how many crystals you'll actually get back, but it's probably nowhere close to what you would need to actually scale up. What is this, 5 times scale up? So pretty much to summon enough of a copy of a monster that you'd actually end up getting full, like, to scale up one thing, and then you'll get some of the crystals back. What is that, 40, 80, 120, 160, and then 200. So you'll get 1 free summon back if you happen to summon 5 additional copies. They will give you 1 summon right back for you. Whatever, you know, like, this is based on summon. What's really cool usually is that they do, and I always speak from Summoners War experience, but actually in Summoners War, usually when they do an event, it's something similar to what they do here in the guild, whatever the hell they call it. I actually don't know what they call it. Guild missions, there we go, guild missions. Clear the evil dungeon, go to the gold dungeon, and then it would have stuff based on that, and you would get like stamina back. You would get this is locked, but this is locked in a guild. You have to get into a guild to be able to even get into, to have access to this. And I think that that's a little bit wrong. I think that there should be more events that make you want to come online and actually grind. And it looks like you're doing it for a reason. Right now, there's no, the only event right now that is making people come online and grind is Tori, Jessica? That's the only event, an event that requires you to go to do the advents. We're gonna go into that real quick. Wrong book. The collect and trade event. This is an event that's currently gone. We already know about it, right? So you have to sit there and do the 3-star advents, and now I'm at the point where I have to do the 4-star advents. But we all have done the math, and you realize that you actually have to reset some of these, and that means you need dungeon tickets. You need to utilize extra resources to do it, and I think that that's a huge issue first and foremost. You shouldn't have to use those issues unless from their standpoint they feel like you should be having those, but they also do not give those. And we're gonna use another example here, and we're gonna go to the check-in, 28-day check-in, right? This is what we're gonna look for. So they give you 1 stamina pot, right, and 2 dungeon tickets. Now on top of that, the dungeon tickets, you need at least 3 of them. So where are you supposed to get the other dungeon tickets to constantly do this event? When you do an event check-in, I don't even know the last event. Oh, this is their last event check-in. Holy God! But when you do an event, it should be within the means. So you should be able to do it within like your stamina cap, or they should be giving you stamina to keep pushing. So that's what it should be. The only way you get additional stamina right now is POW points and through arena, and arena is a nightmare for some people because losing in other games, when you play, you lose, you get like 1 point or something like that. I don't think you get anything for losing, so it's just kind of like a empty grind if you're not building your characters correctly. And only people that you have to help you with that is if you get guides. You have to look everywhere. This game doesn't give you like, this is a great character and this is how you build them, and if you don't build them this way, you're probably gonna just sit there and take dick all day. They don't tell you that shit, you know, and it's really sad. Another thing that I want to go into, and I'm probably gonna just make this separately, probably pop it up on the screen for you guys. Actually, I can just pop it up on the screen myself. If this thing would actually respond, I'm gonna pop this up, swing it over here, move this over here, take this away, make that pop up, boom. So we're gonna be, I also wanted to talk about this. This is gonna be not a long video, but it's just that this is what the patch is about. And I've been trying to say, the one thing I've been correct about is that there is a difference between a patch and an update. That is one thing that is absolutely 100% correct. I was not wrong about that. That the updates come in like months of time, like not months, like 2-3 weeks. And I will go down to the first update, which was, it's kind of crazy to think, right? It's Morgan and Kali. So that was on, I hate the numbers because I always forget the numbers. It's July, right? July 7th. I always forget what number is what. So July 5th. And then at the end of the month, so can I actually pop that up here? Yes, I can. Look at how great this is. Look at technology. So July 5th, right? And then at the end of the month, the 26th, in 2 weeks have passed. In the third week, they got another update, right? So then boom, next update after that is the 9th. So from the 26th to the 9th, 1, 2, and then the 9th. So about 2 weeks. So this is what I was looking at before when I was looking at their updates. So from the 9th, they didn't do anything for 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th week, so about a month. So right now it is the 3rd, well, the 3rd and the 4th, right? So what did I say? They just said September 6th, right? So boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing, right? So right now it would be until the 11th. So this is actually the longest they've actually gone without doing an update. Now, as you can see, these updates are actually when they change the actual update screen. This was a screen before, then they made this screen, and then this was the same. This was still the Shadow Guild thing. Well, this is actually the Shadow Guild. This is still Shadow Guild. This is still Shadow Guild, and this is still Shadow Guild. So that's why you haven't seen a new like chapter or anything like that, because you know they're still expanding the Shadow Guild. That's the only thing that they're still doing in the game, and they need to add actually, you know, just not even just yes, it's more content, but a plethora of events, and events aren't even new content. It's just different ways to incite you to keep playing the game, to make you want to actually like do some of this stuff, like to make you want to actually, oh man, let me go into and do arena. Like if there was an actual, let's say if you got a free SSR for winning 20 times in a day, do you know how much arena people would play? Like just because you could like, oh well, you know, I could play so much arena in a day, and then you get really close. That's a lot that would do. Same thing with guild battle. There was oh, just go do one guild fight in a day, you get 10 crystals. That's not good enough. There's a lot of stuff that's not good enough. And I'm still playing because like I said, I just started getting into arena, so now I'm actually speccing my hero talents for, you know, PvP. I don't really need to focus on PvE anymore. But that sucks because I love PvE, and when I look at Drag-a-Digga-Jew, I don't even know what the hell this thing is called, but Dragon Lost, when we look at that game, it's fully focused PvE, so much that there's no PvP whatsoever, which is smart actually, because when you come at a different angle, because a lot of these games lean on PvP to force the whole, you know, division of the whales, the division of the people that want to spend money versus the others, because you get this huge upright. If a whale can't showcase that he's whaling, then how else do you know that there's people even spending money on the game, that it's actually valuable to spend money? Like, because when you go look at these things, I'm like, damn, like look at this guy. And you know, back in the day when he first came in, like, everything's purple, you know, without the costumes, right? You didn't, I mean, you see the costume, like, without the costumes, everything's purple, 60, and you would start off the game, you're like, damn, I don't know how to get any of that. I can't get any of that. Then you would go like, oh, look at the world boss, you know? What, damn, how are these people getting such high numbers? Even if they did it like an event or something where they just need to do better events, and they need new content. And content is hard because every update that they've done, they've introduced something and it has not gone over well. When they introduced Guild Battle, it did not go over well when it was first introduced. When they introduced in the costume system, which to be fair, is actually not that bad of a system. I don't mind the system. Every other gacha game has a system similar to it. You know, like, oh, you can go somewhere and grind, like, except how you get the costumes, like spending 7 million gold, you know, whatever, that'd be fair. I wish they were all like 7 million gold, but like, and they have, there's no Halloween update, like the next update has to be fucking Halloween. If it's not Halloween, I'm bugging my face out. I'm like, lost for words if it's not Halloween, because it just makes sense that it's Halloween. And other thing that I did want to say, it's actually from this Nightsgram. That's what I'm going to end the video on, because one, everyone hates Nightsgram. That's just, you know, we all hate the fucking Nightsgram. All right, so I'm just going to go here to the Nightsgram, and I'm just going to read it out really quickly just to explain exactly like what it means. And then if you guys don't know, that the Nightsgram is pretty much where they explain new stuff that's coming into the game. That's pretty much where they do it. They do it in an ice gram, and they just try to like slightly trick you and tell you what it is or whatever. So just gonna read this here. Like, first things first is that today I've been studying something for a long time. That's why you haven't seen my face for a while. Like, that is pretty much, I went to the laboratory with the Grand Duchy Sage. So what they're trying to say right there is that, hey, the reason why we haven't posted anything is because we've been busy looking into whatever it is, and it's kind of bad because the only way that the community knows that they've been doing anything is from people like us speculating, us YouTubers. They don't have a really good presence. This is their best way of having a presence without saying anything. This is like their way of data mining their own game and letting you know something's coming to the game. And as you can see, blah blah blah, don't cares. I heard more about his invention. He has developed a special magical device to make his friends' adventures more convenient. Now, to say that make your friends' adventures more convenient, like, first people thought this was the merger. Now I'm starting to think that doesn't make sense as a merger, because as a merger, why would that make your adventure more convenient? Unless they're giving us all the characters that they have. So no, I don't know. That doesn't sound like a merger. That sounds like something else that is going to come. That sounds like a new building. That sounds like something else that you're probably going to have to grind. Sad to see, but that's what it sounds like to me. People have been asking me about the merger. I think I said that earlier before, but my video has cuts in it. I gotta stop recording with XSplit. Maybe go back to OBS for just recording purposes. But that's one thing that I noted. And then that he said that everyone will be able to benefit from this magical device soon. So also, everyone is a big keyword here. I think that this is the direct response, letting people know that they feel like there is a divide since the costumes. That there's people that have the costumes and there are people that don't. I think that that's what that is supposed to be saying. Like, hey, you can benefit from this too, because right now they have the costume event, which is terrible timing, by the way. They have the costume event, and it's like, but no one wants to play it. Like, no one wants to do that. Because, like, I don't have a costume. I don't feel like getting a costume. I don't feel like it's worth it. Even though I think there are people that are doing it, but it's not. There's a lot of people that pretty much are alienated themselves from that new content, from that new dungeon, because one, you fucked up and made it that you can only go 3 times a day. So even if I was somewhat excited about it, I couldn't even go there and like farm it as it should be. It's like runes, and you like, all right, here we go. So successful inventions make him look a little excited. By the way, it doesn't. Okay, that part doesn't matter. But those two things right there is that it's something to make it more convenient, which could be the Luna. A lot of people thinking like the Luna. They've been scared to do Luna because yes, they'll probably lose a little bit more money because people will just directly buy Luna instead of summoning for duplicate copies. They'll just buy the Luna. If you guys don't know what the Luna is just a free, like, not a free unit. It probably won't be free, but it's a unit that acts as a copy of another unit, so you can so you can evolve it up, and then you'll be able to use it as enhanced skill fodder instead of actually going to the trouble of trying to get some. And which obviously I've been saying this for a while. If you guys have paid attention to my actual units, when I do a unit analysis or something like that, is that I always say, well, some of these units, especially Isabel, she suffers from not having dupes. She's an amazingly destructive unit if you actually were able to max out her entire kit, but that's just really hard to do without money or something like that. So that's why Luna would be good for that, but obviously people won't summon. They'll summon one copy and then they'll just be like, oh, I'll just get Luna. I don't really need to keep summoning on this banner. But at this point, it'd be great, because that means that if they did better events, back to what I was saying before, then people would want to play the game more. They'll save the crystals once they actually summon, because the banner mechanic, this whole banner mechanic of summoning, you know, it's actually, I don't think that the goal should have been, and you know, whatever. The goal shouldn't have been that, hey, keep summoning on the banner and then you'll get this. This should have been like a fail safe, like, oh, sorry that you had to spend 2,000 crystals to get one unit that you really wanted. Here's this. This shouldn't have been like the ultimate goal. So like right now, it took me all these summons and I finally got Elizabeth, right? So I shouldn't really need to do 5 more summons just to get a skill up, pretty much. This one's nice. It's the selector for these 3 units. I probably will end up doing that because for me personally, I don't have Mina, and I like to kind of round out my teams to have more units available. And I really have no idea what anything else. No one's data mining the game or... Alright, bitch. Alright. You're talking over me. God damn it. By the way, this thing is a scam. Just so you know, if you've been summoning on this, I would obviously tell you to stop. This thing actually doesn't give you can't select the new units, and actually if you check out the summon info for the units that are actually available when you summon, Isabel, Cynthia, Nyx, Eamon, Claude, Edwin, Jacqueline, Morgan, Lifa, Abel, Ellie, Rue. So it's funny because what I find is funny in this thing is that you can't even get, I don't think you can actually get the new characters. Let me just, before I shit. So yeah, look, you can't even actually get, based on what this thing says, because you can't actually get the new, like, you can't get the Elizabeth, and I don't think you can get like Janice. Shout outs to Showtime Doctor airing some stuff out, and a lot of other people that I'm pretty sure have been airing stuff out. And I don't like to dwell in negativity and stuff like that, and that's why I don't make videos so much when it's bad. I do, like when I did the guild battle video, it wasn't about being negative. I actually thought that if we made videos, it would actually help them, that would actually help. I think when you know, me and Doc and everyone else, when we're making videos, we want to help the game. We actually want to help the game by giving feedback to them and hoping that they see the video and they take into consideration what we're saying. We're not even trying to be negative, but when the overwhelming like feel of the community is in a negative standpoint, if you just make another video, and if we keep making videos and just saying the same shit over and over again, it's gonna come off as negative. At that point, it's not even constructive feedback, it's just reiterating the same shit that you already said. So I don't want to do that. I already stated what I felt about the costumes and everything like that. I don't even really have a problem with the costumes. The best thing that's come out of the costumes, from my standpoint, is really good Kali runs. That's it. Morgan costume for Kali. Like, as far as Morgan in PvP is, like, you know, she's very annoying, but like, you wasn't gonna beat the guy that had a really good setup Morgan with really good runes. You wasn't beating the guy with the good setup Mary. You wasn't beating those people anyway. So like, to pretend like, oh god, now I can't beat it. Like, no, you can still, if you were able to beat them before, you can still beat them now. They do have better stats, but they can, you know, just slightly better. Just a little bit, nothing drastically crazy. So I've always been on the thing of we just need a little bit more content. I would love for, I've poured so many ideas into this game. I would just love for at least one of them to come true. I'm interested to see what they are gonna do in their update, but like I said, updates are kind of scary because updates have always introduced something into the game that has been bad. But hey, they already broke one of their patterns that I'm used to. So maybe they can break that one. Maybe the next update will be the one that changes the game, because there are a lot of competition right now, and there's a lot of things to pick from as far as that. Because Dragon Lost definitely is taking the PvE aspect right now, as far as like when I look at it, and there's multiplayer, and a lot of people love multiplayer, and this game's multiplayer doesn't even exist. It's completely irrelevant. They can definitely switch around the multiplayer. They can super make the multiplayer. They can definitely change the way that you do stuff with the guild and have it more interactive, that the guild actually has to do certain stuff. Like, the guild dungeon is cool, but they could do stuff that, you know, if, you know, everyone has to participate and it's really cool. They can do a lot of cool things, but like, it depends on what the state of the game is for them. And that will determine what they have to do for the game. And it has nothing to do with whether or not like we're bitching about it or not. And I know a lot of people say, oh, that means they don't care. It's not that they don't care, but they can't. If the game is actually doing well for them, despite people bitching about it, then they're not going to do anything. And you know, it's hard to tell that when they don't really give out updates. And I've been saying that too. Like, I don't know how they think. I don't know if the game is sinking down a hole. I mean, it seems like because of Reddit and because of, you know, the lack of people streaming it on Twitch, and I don't know about YouTube content. I don't know if people are making less of it. I mean, there should be, because, you know, there hasn't been any new content. What else are you gonna put up besides PvP videos? So, you know, I look forward to seeing what they're gonna do, but at the same time, I hope I'm gonna have to also do other things. So you'll see more Shadowverse on here, maybe some Dragon Ball Fighters on my channel. If you're probably watching this because it's a nice Chronicles video where I got a decent amount of my subs. Thank you guys so much. We passed 100 subs, but at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and like bore myself to death trying to make content or make an idea for a game that's kind of slowing down on its own self, and it's really not our fault. It's the dev's fault, and we just have to see what they actually want to do, what they care about, what they don't care about, and we'll see in the next update. The next update is what I've been waiting for. I'll keep waiting for it, more specifically because I bought that $5 pack, and I probably gonna keep playing this for a month, so I don't really feel bad about it. So you'll see me at least doing some more stuff for a month. I'm gonna upgrade that silly win video, you know, keep practicing my editing skills, and hopefully the game will receive me well. If it doesn't, it doesn't, you know, whatever. We'll see where it goes. Hopefully you guys, if you guys have any complaints, any things you want to vent out, feel free to do it in the comment section below. I know everyone's a little bit upset, but I'm hoping that the people that are still in the community, that are still waiting and still patient, I know that you guys are probably tired of seeing all the negativity. I am too. I'm just waiting for some good news. That's all.